Just a while back, one of my married clients came to me and said, "Hey Fredo, my wife doesn't trust me. What should I do?" When he asked me that question, I knew I had to step in quickly. Otherwise, he'd be heading towards a painful divorce with no turning back. And if your wife too doesn't trust you, then pay close attention to what you're about to learn in this video. Here's why. When your wife doesn't trust you, it means she has one foot out the door already. Yup, it's that serious. One false move and she's gone. And it's likely that it could be the biggest mistake that you've ever made in your life. Believe me, because this is true. Now, here's the problem. Most men in this situation instinctively end up making the worst false move of all. This is sad and frightening at the same time. And so the question is, have you made the same mistake already? You'll find out in this video, so pay close attention now. If you really treasure your marriage and want to make it work, then drop everything else, and listen closely to everything I am about to tell you. Before we start, however, I want you to do something for me. I want you to take a second to click the like button below. After you click like, I'll show you what you should never do when your wife doesn't trust you. And believe me, it's a mistake you can only too easily make. Are you ready to find out what it is? Then click like right now and you'll find out about this deadly mistake. Go ahead and click like now because I'll wait here till you do. Done? Awesome. So here's what never to do when your wife doesn't trust you. The worst thing you could do in this situation is to try to regain her trust. Yup, you heard that right. If she doesn't trust you, trying to regain her trust is the worst thing you can do for your marriage. Why? Isn't that the logical thing to do? Sure, but it still doesn't work. Why not? Here's why. Because the female mind doesn't operate on logic. Let that sink in for a moment. What I'm about to tell you was first taught to me by my friend and mentor, Rake. In case Derek's name sounds familiar, it's because he's a popular attraction coach. From his San Diego office, he teaches men how to understand the female mind completely. And one of his most important lessons for married men happens to be the master-servant frame. In any marriage, there is a benevolent master and a loyal servant. And in a healthy marriage, the husband is always the master. Women can only be truly happy when they're in a subservient, supportive role, just like a loyal servant. Of course, I don't mean servant in the literal sense. It's another way to say that you should be the leader and she should be the follower. Make no mistake, you should hold the power position at all times. And that's why trying to regain her trust doesn't work. It's all because doing so puts her in the power position in your relationship. I mean, think about it. Here you are, trying to regain her trust. You're proving with your actions that you were wrong and that she was right. In her mind, she'll see herself as more powerful than you, like she was the master and you were the servant. And can she ever love a slave or servant? Nope. She can only ever love a strong, benevolent master. And that's why, if she doesn't trust you, you should never try to regain her trust. If you do, she'll feel disgusted, maybe disgusted enough to leave you completely. This is the deadly mistake that too many husbands make, so be very careful. Now that leads us to the next question. If my wife doesn't trust me, and I shouldn't try to regain her trust, what should I do? The answer is simple. The only way to earn your wife's trust is by firmly establishing yourself as the master in your marriage. And you do that with a technique I call the GI sequence, which I'll be teaching to you in just a moment. For now, do take a few seconds to click the subscribe button below. If you've learned something new and valuable in this video so far, then you know what to do. Continue getting great advice like this by becoming a subscriber. Go ahead, click the subscribe button now. Then I'll tell you how to use the GI sequence to save your marriage. Have you subscribed? Great, let's continue. Here's how to fix your marriage with the GI sequence. GI stands for Guilt Infliction, and it's straightforward. This is a process makes your wife feel guilty for not trusting you. Here's the rationale. The only emotion that can override mistrust is guilt, and when your wife feels guilty, she'll automatically feel like a servant in the marriage. And by default, that puts you in the master role, and your wife can only feel in love with you when you're in that position. So how does the GI sequence work? There are 3 steps: inflict, double down, and resolve. Here's how it goes. First, you inflict guilt. The next time your wife expresses mistrust, shame her for doing so. For example, if she checks your phone because she thinks you're seeing other women, tell her, "It's just like you to be so paranoid. You've always been a fault finder, especially when I've done nothing wrong." That's going to tick her off. She's going to deny being paranoid or a fault finder. When that happens, you double down by providing evidence. For example, you can say, "Oh yeah? Like the time you accused me of taking calls from my ex-girlfriend behind your back? Remember when you checked my phone and it was only your number in the calls list? Paranoid. That's what you are." Or something like that. You get the idea, right? You dig up some past evidence of her mistrustful nature and use it against her. You keep doubling down on your guilt infliction until she breaks down. You know she's reached this point when she gets depressed or apologizes. At that point, you resolve the situation. You pull her in for a hug and say, "It's okay, I know you won't do it again." And when that's done, congratulate yourself. You've successfully restored balance in your marriage. She sees you as her master, and now she can start feeling happy again. And of course, so will you. Clever, huh? Now, you might be thinking, "Okay, Fredo, but is there a less confrontational way to make my wife trust me again? I'm not sure I'm ready to use the GI sequence just yet." Hey, that's fair. As powerful as the GI sequence is, not everyone can pull it off. If that sounds like you, then I suggest you use a different technique. This one's called Fractionation. What is it? It's another technique Rake taught me. Fractionation is a slower process than the GI sequence, and yet it's much more powerful in the long run. Here's why. Fractionation is a conversation technique. On the surface, it sounds simple and harmless, and yet, over time, it makes your wife more and more addicted to you. That's right, not just attracted, not just in love, but well and truly addicted. In fact, she'll be so addicted that she'll readily forget any sense of mistrust toward you. Simply put, fractionation is the easiest way to guarantee a happy, lifelong marriage. And you're about to learn how to use it today. In just a moment, a link will show up in this video. When you see it, click on it right away. It'll take you to a special online masterclass on mind control. There, Rake himself will tell you all about fractionation. He'll show you what it is, how it works, and, of course, how to start using it today. Remember, if your wife doesn't trust you, avoid making the huge mistake other men make. It's no use trying to regain her trust. Instead, make her forget her mistrust. And fractionation is the fastest, easiest way to do that. So before it's too late, click the link and let Derek show you how fractionation works. Go ahead, do it now.